All right, if you're watching this video, please make sure that you have already seen the problem-based learning introduction video right above it, okay? But I did want to go a little bit more into what ALTA is doing, and specifically ALTA Math is doing with problem-based learning, all right? This video is mainly to help out parents and kind of see what's going on with this kind of program, okay? It's a little weird. And thanks to COVID, it's going to be even a little more weird. All right. But I want to let you know, parents, first and foremost, we are not trying to hide the math from your kids. We are trying to get them to do exactly what the girl in the video did, trying to get them to solve their own problems so that they have those skills when they go out in the real world. All right, but that doesn't mean they have to struggle forever. So none of our curriculum is ambiguous. I'm going to show you exactly what we're learning. Okay, this is something that I access. This is the teacher page, but you've got your units here, and I'm going to show you kind of a lesson and how it's designed, just so parents know what's going on in the background, okay? So the students will be given a task every day. The very first task they will see is Brutus Bites Back, okay? It's not, how do you solve a logarithmic equation? It's, hey, here's a story problem, okay? So let's go look at that. Notice it is incredibly detailed. This is not, hand the students this task and good luck, okay? There are thinking questions, there's purposes, there's how they should be progressing, what should they know by now. I'm not going to get into super nitty-gritty details because I know you're not a teacher, but basically it is really incredibly organized. Many of the students will come home and say, I don't know what I learned that day. Like, I don't even know if we did anything. And that's okay. All right, that's a really big point. It's okay if they don't realize in their conscious that they have learned something, because again, their subconscious is still processing that. They're not through the project yet. All right, so it'll be a lot of word problems, a lot of things you'll see. Homework will be very similar to the task they've done that day. Okay, homework will be like at the very end of the day, they will have some sort of little notes, but the tasks themselves are going to be what they need to refer to. Their homework, let me show you down here, is called Ready, Set, Go. And it brings in a lot of math concepts from the past that they can refresh on. And then it's very similar to what they did that day in class. Important side note, it is very important that the students come to the days we do the task, which is almost every day. So students really do need to be coming to class, and they need to be coming to class on time. Missing parts of this, it's incredibly hard to get back in. Okay, we are operating under the assumption that students will come to school. If there are COVID procedures, COVID things, other unusual circumstances, by all means, we do have options. Please reach out to me, Mrs. Kennedy, the teacher. I will be happy to find anything I can do to make this a little more fluid, but we are assuming that students will be coming to class. All right, now, you may be looking at this and saying, I can't read that. Like, what are you talking about? So, parents, there are now family materials for you to help, all right? You have access to this page or something very similar to it, all right? Your child is enrolled in this program, in this school, okay? So you automatically get this. There's no side thing you have to find. It's right on our Canvas page. I'll show you where to find it, and it'll be great. But look, it's got that same unit setup, got same lesson setup, and it shows you what they were supposed to be learning. It gives you a summary of that lesson. Okay, it gives you a summary. Now, their homework's actually going to be online, and it will show them whether they got the answer right, whether they need to retry it, and you can start learning. There will also be videos on those homeworks. There will be videos, additional help videos. And then if this doesn't work, by all means, please reach out to me and ask if your student is frustrated, if your student is not understanding. You should see in the disclosure quiz later on that there are several, and I'm talking more than 8 ways to get help with math here at Alta High School. But I don't ever want a student to think that they have been abandoned to solve math by themselves. All right, that is not the goal here. Another question I've been getting a lot that I just want to put everybody's minds at ease, is this going to help for ACT? Absolutely, this is going to help for ACT. The problem with ACT and why most people go to ACT versus the SAT, why most schools have been switching from SAT to ACT is the SAT was just a test to take a test. That was old school. That was traditional. That was plug and chug. You learn the material and then you brain dump it later. ACT is a test in problem solving ability. And that's why it is so hard to get a high score. So this program has literally been designed for the last 3 years to help your child with ACT, to help your child with college math, to help your child reason like an adult. All right. So we're not abandoning them. Okay. We are not providing materials. We're not giving them the tools to succeed. As the video stated, we're letting them discover the tools, and then we're going to catch them if they miss a tool. Okay. We are no longer the sage on the stage. We are the guide on the side. All right, your students are finally in charge of their own learning. Now, if there's anything else about problem-based learning that you are confused about, or how you can help your child, or any questions you may have at all, please know that I answer my email almost as often as they come in. Give me 24 hours if it is after school hours, but by all means, please shoot me an email or call me or come see me in person. I would be happy to help. All right. I think that's about enough that I want to say about MVP/Open Up. They've changed names 4 times, by the way. So if you have any questions, let me know.